Okay. Okay. Are we ready? Quick refresher. Have we seen... Sarita's dead. She's dead. Yeah. That happened. Left Sarah at the trailer park. Rest in peace, Sarah. I'm so sorry. I do feel bad about that. Robbed Arvo. Didn't do that. Crawled through the ticket booth window. We tried. Held the baby. We held the baby and we shot Rebecca. We shot Rebecca, which I regret deeply. I regret deeply that I shot Rebecca, and I'm really, really not looking forward to finding out the consequences of my actions. No, I streamed on Saturday. Yes, I streamed on Saturday. And I streamed 2 episodes on Saturday because I had a free day and I wanted to. So, yeah. Rebecca is dead and Sarah is dead, for reference. Let's get into it. No Going Back. It's a promising name for the chapter. Let's go. Let's go. No more delaying. Let's just get into it. Let's face the consequences of our actions.
Previously on The Walking Dead. Killing one in order to save many is part of survival.
When your actions have consequences.
Need a minute.
Whoa.
Right then.
When I look at Kenny now,
I also just realized that it's Lee's voice at the beginning of each episode saying previously on The Walking Dead, which
Thanks. If things start
ugh,
don't let them drag you down with them.
you know.
Drop that now or I'm gonna fucking shoot it! I'll do it! Drop it! Drop it! Don't move! I said don't move!
Everybody be cool.
Yeah, I did that. That was a mistake. It was a terrible mistake. Let me know if I need to fix audio levels, by the way. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. Oh, I do not like the sound of this. Oh, don't die, Mike. I'd get over it if Luke died, but...
Fuck you! You started this shit!
I'd also get over it if Kenny died. But I just have this horrible feeling that Kenny is gonna live through it all. The question is, would this have happened if I didn't shoot Rebecca as well? Yeah, Jesus is right. Yeah, that Rebecca. Rebecca is that was the pregnant one. She had her baby in the last episode.
Get behind cover! You're out in the open!
I'm trying.
Get behind the wall!
Behind the wall? Okay. I'm on my way. Fuck. It's been 2 seconds into the episode. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, like a cockroach. I don't know what you're referring to exactly, but I really enjoyed the tone of the way that you typed it. Just full sentences, full stops. I feel like the delivery is half of the fun. Okay, before I reload, I was gonna say regarding hairdressers that I've had quite a few hairdressers who haven't quite got what I'm after or what I'm telling them, so it's very important to find someone who gets what you're after. Well, thank you for affirming that. Yeah, I think that I feel bad about like not really wanting to go back, but I just feel like she doesn't get it. Like the first time I went blonde, the guy who did it, I was like, he gets me, because he drastically changed my hair. Like he cut like a bunch off and turned the whole thing blonde. And the first time I went blonde, and he was gay, right? Like he was a gay guy with like a mustache and like an undercut and brightly colored hair and like fun makeup, you know? And then he left, and I'm left with this straight woman who, like, God bless her soul, she's nice, she's trying, but she does not, she doesn't get it. Every time I try and like recreate what I was looking for that first time, she just doesn't seem to get it. And yeah, it's a lot of money, so I think I'm probably just not gonna go back to her. And why would I when I have Charlotte? Kenny, yeah. We wouldn't be upset if he died, right? Straight women can be really shit at giving you what you want. Yeah, straight women do not know how to do a lesbian's hair, full stop. She keeps being like really confused. And also like changing her mind. It's a lot. I mean, also she was recently pregnant. I think that she's struggling. I don't know if she should be back at work yet, because routinely she's like, I don't feel so good, I'm kind of ill. And I'm like, well, I think you should be at home with your child. Anyway, it's nothing personal. It's not personal. It's not you, it's me. No, I mean, that joke doesn't really work, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna focus on the game for a second, because it's really embarrassing to die within like the first second of the game, because my attention is split between two things.
Hey! What are you doing? Clem! Get behind cover! You're out in the open! Holy shit! I didn't even see him out there!
I don't know what my other choice was, but obviously I was gonna go after the baby.
Okay, we gotta do something, y'all. Get down here. Can't just sit here and let this guy take pot shots at us till he runs out of ammo. Gotta do something.
So quit talking about it and do it.
Yeah, all right.
Luke will remember that.
This don't have to get any worse than it already is. You can just go. English, motherfucker.
Oh my god, Kenny. Why you gotta be xenophobic at a time like this?
Get an angle on this guy.
It's always fucking something, Kenny.
Shoot over towards the woods. It'll give him something to think about. Just long enough for me to make it over there.
I'll try.
Yeah? Okay. Good. Good. I just need the distraction. Okay? Alright, on my go. Go. Hey! What are you?
Oh.
Luke, are you okay?
He got me in the leg, but I think it went straight through. Shit, I don't know. I'm gonna be fine.
God, you're always getting the shit beat out of you, Luke. Kenny.
Or I put a bullet in this kid's head. Shut up!
Отпусти меня, прошу! Я должен быть с ней!
Said shut up!
Kenny, what are you doing?
I'm ending this. Get out here! Right fucking now!
Ты замочил Наташу! Ты ублюдок!
Do you not give a shit?
Think I'm bluffing? Get out here!
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Я должен посмотреть, если здесь все в порядке!
Stop squirming, damn it!
Kenny, you are one lucky fucker. Honestly, Kenny being alive is more down to luck than anything else. And also other people putting up with his bullshit too much. Ooh. Ooh! Jane! Oh wow, he's taken a while to die. I would have thought a knife in the neck would really
Safe to come out.
Here,
do
I
the
got it.
trick, but thank God, Jane. I wonder why she came back.
Jesus Christ. That was intense.
I thought that was it.
Quick catch up with the chat. Yeah, it's not personal when it comes to hair. Real. My current hairdresser is a straight woman, but she's very slay, and I can trust her because she's a bit alt as well. But straights as a whole are crap at understanding when you want to do something more extreme. Yeah, real. I also have a lot of trouble with people understanding like how to make certain haircuts work with my hair type and my like face shape, if that makes sense, because I have like quite a short forehead, for example, and it has an effect as well on how my hair falls. And then also like my hair texture is like really thick, it's got a bit of a natural like wave to it, and is prone to like frizziness. So a lot of the time if someone cuts my hair like they would with like, you know, usual white person's hair type, obviously not everyone has this, but like the generally like thinner and like flatter and straighter like hair type just doesn't work the same for me. My problem is partly the straight woman thing, and also I have super curly hair. Yeah, this is the thing. You need people who understand how to work with different like hair textures, for sure. Because yeah, it affects like us people of color, and our like different hair types. But also, some white people don't have the same hair type as others as well. I'd have killed Kenny myself in the first series. Yeah, curly hair is something a lot of hairdressers aren't trained in. I haven't been in the course I've been doing, so I will be doing some extra education on it. The fact that it's not in like the base education of your course is really telling. The standard MVQ is very much geared towards white people with mostly straight hair and a bit of afro hair. Racism, racism. Racism.
Coming back. I didn't know this man. I've never killed someone that didn't wrong me in some way, that didn't deserve it. Tried to pretend he was a walker, but it's different. I didn't think it would be.
He deserved it. He was trying to kill us.
Yeah, that's why I did it, but it felt wrong.
You sure about this?
As sure as I'm gonna be. Let's go.
Oh, Jane. Jane and Luke makes no sense to me, but I'm not a straight person, so
How did this happen?
She turned.
Clem spotted it first. Did what she had to protect the child.
This isn't your fault, okay? She just lost too much blood. It ain't nobody's fault.
You saved the boy's life.
It's interesting because it's the it's the inverse of what happened with Krista.
Too far gone.
She's with Alvin now.
Yeah, she is. Don't worry, Becca. We'll take care of your boy. You rest easy.
Like with Krista survived, but the baby didn't, and with Rebecca, the baby survived, but Rebecca didn't. I really, really hope that we can keep that baby alive. I will be really fucking upset if the baby dies.
Hey!
Kenny, for the love of God.
Guys, get off me! Come on!
It's over, man. He ain't a threat to us.
How can you say that? Of course he is! Get out of the way!
Whoa! What are you doing?
I'm doing the same thing this asshole tried to do to us!
It doesn't have to go down like that.
Kenny, please!
Kenny, his sister is dead. He's lost enough already. You don't have to do this.
There is house, food. Please. Please, I can take you.
Bullshit!
No. It's true. We have place. Not far. Food.
See? He wants to help.
Oh, don't be stupid. He's just trying to save his skin. Why the hell would you help us, huh?
I now want to see more people dead.
Then close your eyes and I'll make it quick.
Kenny, back off.
If he's telling the truth, it could save all of us.
And if it's a trap, we'll all be dead.
We need the food. None of this will matter if we all starve to death.
She's right, Kenny. We're running low on supplies as it is.
It's worth the risk to check this place out. Trust him, don't trust him. It doesn't matter. We should go anyway. We just need to be careful. It can't be far from here.
You stay out of this. You're the reason these fuckers came after us in the first place.
Don't try and pin this on me.
Lay off, Kenny. She just helped us.
Look, don't start, all right?
Don't blame her for what these people did.
Thank you. I say to Clementine after choosing that dialogue option.
We need 'em. We ain't gonna last much longer without more food. We gotta take a chance.
Unless someone's got a better plan.
I love it when I, the 11-year-old of the group, am the voice of reason.
We got something to tie this shitbird up.
Yeah, I got something.
Follow me, I take you.
Just give me a reason.
Yeah, man, he gets it.
Kenny.
Look, I know you're probably pissed about me leaving. When I heard the gunshots, I knew it was a mistake. If it helps, the thing I'd normally do is walk away for good, but I didn't. Despite what my instincts are telling me, despite everything I've seen, everything I've been through.
We needed you, but you left. How do I know it won't happen again?
Believe it or not, I want to try and make this work. All I can do is promise you I won't abandon you again. Which, to be fair, I've never done before. Even though I probably should have. A few times now.
You don't gotta point the gun at him the whole time.
Forget what we just went through?
He ain't going anywhere, Kenny. No need to get your arm all sore.
I'm worried about Kenny. He's in a dark place. We gotta keep an eye on
Same
him.
shit all the time in
Everything
Kenny.
he's been through. He's lost. It's changing him.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
It's so interesting to see how much weight her words have started to have in group dynamics, having missed 2 episodes. Yeah, no, for real. It's a really, really good point. It's a really, really good point. Lee would be proud. I'm proud.
You're the only one that he trusts. That he really trusts. That means you're the one that's gonna have to pull him back.
Yeah, Auntie Sarita did die.
If we're really going to make this work, we're all counting on you.
We're all counting on you.
Come on, Slowpoke.
I'm 11! So sick of Kenny's shit. I feel sorry for him, but his grief makes him aggressive and dangerous. It's very white man. Yeah. No, for real. It's just, like, what he's feeling, the unimaginable pain and grief he's feeling that I can't, like, imagine that level of. Like, just to be fair, like, I can't imagine what he's going through. But it still doesn't excuse that behavior.
Wait up! Wait, we need to stop.
No, I'm fine. Hey, I just need a second. Sorry, I just put more weight on it than I should have.
All right, wait there.
Clem is a literally neurodivergent and a minor.
When I tell you something, you fucking listen, you understand?
Kenny, come on! There's no need for that!
He's getting what he deserves.
Hi, it's James. Personally, I can see why you might feel that way. Personally, I still trust Jane more.
If you know what's good for you.
That's enough. Leave him alone.
Just fucking stay.
Like, with Jane, it's like the risk is that she'll abandon you.
I'm gonna have a word with Kenny. He doesn't have to.
With Kenny, the risk is that he will lose his shit and, like, kill you.
Go on and talk to him. I got
Because
plans,
that's
honey.
what he's been known to do.
Here, just take the baby.
Okay.
Obviously, neither is ideal, but I'm definitely more afraid of Kenny.
What is it with you guys?
What do you mean?
Every man I've known is always trying to let each other know how tough they are. Put them in their place. Bunch of dominant alpha males.
Thank you, Bonnie.
And it all ends the same way.
But don't look at me. I ain't that guy.
Oh, that ain't true. You get in your fair share of pissing matches too.
Do I?
I've noticed that too. I don't know why it has to be that way.
It just is. Get two of them in a room and it's just a matter of time before they're challenging each other to something stupid.
Yeah. Suppose I've been in enough spitting contests to agree with you.
Thank you, Luke.
Guess it took a woman to talk some sense into him. Looks like Jane broke it up.
The gender dynamics of everything that's going on is interesting as well. I think Bonnie is right to point some of that out, actually.
Hey, Bonnie.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
For what? I'll be right back.
Bonnie is someone I'm still not 100% on.
How are you feeling?
If I'm being honest,
I try to give her the benefit of the doubt, but it's hard to trust her because I don't really know. Like, I can't really get a read on her, you know? Kenny wouldn't kill Clem because Clem is all Kenny has left. Yeah. I don't know. I see where you're coming from. I really don't know where he would draw the line, you know?
What do you mean?
I just don't trust him that much.
Lean up against a tree. Bullet in my leg. But alive. When so many of my friends are dead. No good reason. And I couldn't do anything to stop it. Everyone we set out with just gone. Nick, Pete, Alvin and Becca, Carlos, Sarah. And for what? It don't make any sense.
You can't blame yourself. We all made mistakes.
Yeah. Some of us more than others.
No, you're right about that, Luke.
I could have done more. And that ain't up for debate. I know it in my bones. And I gotta live with it.
Alright.
No, I appreciate you saying that, Luke.
That's perfect.
Yeah, R.I.P. Carlos and Sarah. Sorry, Charlotte, you missed that.
Nothing much. You know, complaining, mostly. Trying to guess how far this place is. I'd like to get off this lake sooner than later.
I was just mentioning how cold it is lately.
Yeah. Good thing he got that cool jacket, huh?
If Luke doesn't want to tell her, then I'm not gonna...
I'm sure most of that'll come
It's not
out
my
with a
business to
little
tell her
soap and
what he
water.
was saying.
I'm fine.
But once again...
Hey, Clem. Go over and see if you can change the bandages on Kenny's wound.
Once again, it's crazy
I offered, but I don't think he was coming.
how emotionally and physically reliant everyone on this group has become in
Maybe he'll
Clementine.
let you do it. They really need changing.
Okay.
Atta girl.
Also, Bonnie has done this repeatedly. Like,
That's gonna
she's
sting,
gone to
but
Clem
only for a second.
and
It's
been
gonna
like,
clean it.
Oh, I know what it does. It's gonna suck.
Gotta get
Clem,
going.
can you do this thing? Usually related to Kenny, and usually along the lines of, like, Kenny won't let anyone else do it.
Well, you can do it.
It's actually really interesting that she's kind of raised gender dynamics in the group, because that's definitely a part of what is
I
going
was thinking
on
we go with Alvin Jr.
that we haven't really talked about.
What do you think? Rebecca mentioned she'd
Necessarily.
like to name Alvin if it was a boy. I mean, Rebecca was so out of it she hadn't settled on her name.
I think his parents would have liked that.
Yeah, me too. Alvin Jr. it is. You like that? Well, I think AJ approves.
With Kenny, it's just that he's so volatile, we don't fully know what he's capable of. Yeah, this is the thing. He's just really volatile and unpredictable, and he's violent when he's angry, and we can never predict who's going to be like the target of that. Because if you do something that upsets him, then he will turn on you. Like he was happy to turn on Lee, in my playthrough of the first season based on my decisions and stuff. And there have been times when he's threatened children as well. So it's just really, really hard to trust him. And again, I want to have compassion for Kenny, but it's really, like, he makes it difficult just because of, like, the way that he behaves towards other people. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. It's gendered but also racialized for Clem. Yeah, absolutely. I guess, like, I've been talking a lot about, like, for sure the adult child dynamics and what's really interesting for that, and the racial kind of dynamics of how kids of color are like adultified and stuff. But there's also definitely a gendered aspect to it, and it's worth kind of reflecting on that in the sense that I think a lot of the time when we were talking about what racialized kids experience, like in terms of like when they're adultified, there's like a gendered experience of like a young black boy or other racialized boys, like we talked about Palestinian boys as well in the last stream, and that's usually to be seen as like aggressive or threatening. And sometimes racialized women are kind of like seen in that way, like gendered and racialized in that way, for sure. You know, like women of color are seen as being more masculine and stuff like that. So that can definitely be part of it. Like, you know, like for me in my particular background and the way that I'm racialized, I can still be seen as like aggressive or a threat or like a terrorist, right? Because I'm Muslim and Arab and stuff. But for women of color, right, there's also a gender dimension in which like a woman is, you know, someone who is assigned reproductive labor, which includes like emotional labor. So a woman is expected to kind of perform care and look after people, look after men, look after children, look after everyone, the family, the community, etc. Like emotionally in particular, and that obviously we talk about that a lot on our YouTube channel, which I'll pull up in the chat now for anyone who wants to check it out. !YouTube will pull up our YouTube channel. Our video essay on Life is Strange True Colors kind of talks a lot about the specific kind of gender and racial dynamics that women of color encounter when it comes to kind of being assigned emotional labor. So if we're thinking about how those dynamics are playing out in this game, I think that we can see that increasingly if Clem is not seen as a threat the way that she is in like that first episode, then she is seen as someone that people can emotionally unload on, and she is seen as someone that can emotionally support others in the group. Particularly in the last couple of episodes, Luke and Kenny. And kind of Bonnie has been encouraging that, like, Bonnie has been encouraging Clem to, like, look after Kenny on an emotional level. And all of this is to say, obviously taking care of each other emotionally is something that's really important, right? But when we're talking about how labor is segregated, then the way that labor is segregated in society is that it's unfairly or disproportionately the burden of emotional labor and kind of empathetic kind of labor that is assigned to women as opposed to men. And so those can kind of be like the specific ways in which that kind of racialized and gendered position impacts the specific way that Clem is being adultified, which is really interesting. I think that's something that we've seen kind of like develop throughout the game, which is really interesting as well. Where I think that what Charlotte, you were saying about her voice seeming to have more weight in the group is quite interesting, because some of these things don't necessarily like neatly fit together. Because maybe there's a sense in which she's being looked to as like a leader or like a tiebreaker in decision making, which is quite different from, being overlooked in that sense. But she is kind of expected to look after people's emotional needs and make these decisions and etc., which is a lot, of course, for such a young child. But it's also like something that very disproportionately and unfairly she is being burdened with in the group, even compared to like the older women, both white women and women of color, which is a lot. Yeah. Those are kind of my reflections on that. Hi, Beast Bones. Good morning. Well, it's evening where I'm at, but good morning to you. Good to see you. It's going pretty okay. We're still pretty early on in the game, just pausing to have a little bit of a chat, as you can see, about some of the things that are happening and how some of these group dynamics have developed, and particularly the role that Clem has in these group dynamics and how that's developed. For me, Kenny was always loyal and a family man. He is a hothead, but he's loyal and more selfless than selfish. He would die for Clem and AJ. I don't think Jane would. She probably would leave Clem behind if shit got too scary. I disagree that he's always selfless. Kenny can be very selfish at times. I didn't say always, but he's more selfless than Jane. Maybe, but my concerns about Kenny are less about him being selfish and more about him being volatile. Yeah, it's an interesting conversation. I think I do lean on the side of, personally, I would say that I think that Kenny is more selfish than selfless. But the thing is, like, part of the way that I personally, like, measure that, especially in terms of, like, a political analysis, is that he picks, like, a few people who are close to him, which usually is, like, his blood family in the first season. And he will fuck anybody else over to protect them. And I don't necessarily personally admire that as a quality. But I think it says a lot about, like, the world that we live in and how we kind of, like, view the nuclear family unit, right? Like, I don't know if anyone is... I don't know if in these situations we should think of anyone as being more deserving or less deserving of our, like, care and community and solidarity. And fundamentally, Kenny is, like... I would do any measure of, like, fucked up thing to protect my immediate family because nobody matters as much as them. And I personally, that's like not a philosophy that I agree with personally. But then, I don't know, even outside of that, he kind of he's incredibly stubborn, like he gets his mind fixed on one thing, and then I think that people can very easily fall out of his good graces if they don't agree with him, like especially in the first season. Like, if you don't agree with Kenny on certain things, then he becomes very aggressive and very threatening, and it makes me like not trust him because it makes me feel like I think he can turn on you in any situation. And again, like, he, like, nobody has been exempt from that, really. Like, he's been ready to, like, threaten and hurt children, and he's been ready to, like, kill people in an instant when it wasn't necessary. And he's done quite a few, like, messed up things. And yeah, I mean, I think that I don't disagree, like, Jane isn't necessarily loyal. I don't know that I could trust Jane not to leave, but so far she's been around, and when she's been around, she's not had my back. I don't necessarily, like, deeply trust Jane, but at least what I feel like is I can't trust her not to leave. I can't trust her to have my back. But I can trust her not to try to hurt me or kill me actively, you know? And I think for me that's like a big, important difference, for sure. For me, Kenny was loyal to Lee when I played because I agreed with most of what he did, except for the whole Larry situations. Yeah, this is the thing. I think this is the first time I'm playing this game, but I think it's probably a very different experience if you agree with things that Kenny does, because when I was playing the first season, I did agree with him on some things, but not on others. And it wound up that he decided that I was, like, against him and not on his side, and then he very early on in the game just became super aggressive to me, like, constantly. And there were times where he was, like, about to leave me to die, and that was messed up. So based on that experience, when I was playing as Lee, that planted the seed very early on for me that Kenny can't be trusted, because behaving that way when someone disagrees with you is really not great. People are not always gonna agree, that's fine, but there are ways to work through disagreements, especially when you're in, like, a group or a community, and that was not the way with Kenny. So in my experience, in my playthrough, because I played it, it sounds like quite differently. I had quite a different experience of Kenny. The boat plan. Oh, yeah. The boat plan.
What do you got there? Because I think I'm all right. I mentioned it earlier to Bonnie. I told her I'm fine.
Can I change your bandages?
You shouldn't have to do stuff like this.
Shouldn't have to do a lot of things.
All right. Let's get it over with. Hopefully it don't scare this little guy. Or you.
Yeah, so after that conversation we had about, like, gender, this is quite an interesting scene.
So how's it look? I still gonna be pretty when this heals?
Well, it looks a lot better than it did.
And maybe my modeling days ain't over.
This is gonna hurt, buddy, I'm sorry.
I'm guessing this is gonna be the shitty part.
So this is gonna hurt like hell.
Well, you could have lied a little, you know.
Sorry, Kenny. I figure it's best to be just straight up honest, you know. Ugh.
Holy fucking hell.
You need to stop squirming.
Yeah, okay. You're right.
You got this, Kenny. Alright.
Sorry about the language, Junior. You're gonna be tougher than me when you're grown. I'm gonna expect you to be more of a gentleman than I am. Man, is that smart.
Maybe he won't need to be that tough by then. He'll grow up fast enough in all this.
Yeah. You were right about me giving myself up. I can't believe I was willing to sacrifice Alvin just to hold out a little longer. We should have saved him sooner. Got him out of the camp. I'm gonna think about that every time I look at Alvin Jr. here. Alvin should be here, raising this boy. It should be him, not me.
Carver's the one who did it, not you.
Yeah, I suppose. But I can't help but feel guilty.
No, I think you probably... I think it's a good thing that you feel guilty, Kenny, because I think you made some messed up choices. But, I mean, like, when I have moments like this with Kenny, I think that if you could just try and change, you know? Like, I really want to feel for Kenny. I really, really want to be on his side. I just need him to be willing to change some of these behaviors, you know? Like, I don't want to be afraid of him at the end of the day. Clem shouldn't have to be afraid of him. It's just not fair.
All done.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yep.
Are we ready to go?
I know I might not...
Let's head out.
Just to say, I know I might not always sound that way, but, like... I mean, I have said this a few times, to be fair, like, that I want to really badly to feel for Kenny, but that he makes it really hard. I think that in a lot of the moments, like, for people who've been around for a lot of this playthrough, in a lot of the moments where certain things happen, there are a lot of, like, very personal reasons why it's very, like, triggering for me when a man is, like, very aggressive like that. And so in a lot of those moments, my reaction to it is very, like, fuck you, fuck this guy. I'm getting the fuck away, like, I'm not being in this situation, etc., etc. But again, it's not like I'm not trying to feel for Kenny. I feel like I'm giving him a lot of, like, considering some of the things that he's done and considering the way that he is with other people sometimes, I feel like I'm giving him a lot of time and space and benefit of the doubt when I can. I noticed this especially while playing season 1, like the whole thing with Lee trying to get him to confront the situation with Duck. He immediately gets so aggressive when Lee is just trying to bring up the issue. And if you ever suggest that Lily might have a point, instantly he's not having anything to do with it. Yeah, I think you're right, Lost in Fairy. Kenny was in denial when it came to Duck, so I see why he started losing it. His son was dying, and then his wife offed herself, so I'd likely change too. I mean, it's James, you're not wrong. I think, like, we're not in disagreement. It's just that I don't think any of that excuses the way he treats other people. I think that's what it comes down to for me, because, like, compassion is a two-way street, you know what I mean? And he needs to be able to give that to other people, because other people are also going through shit, right? Like, Kenny is not the only one who's, like, lost a child. Kenny is not the only one who's lost a partner, you know? Clem's lost her parents, and then Lee, you know? And not to mention, like, all of the other people in this game who have, like, lost family and loved ones. So I think at the end of the day, it's just that, right? And Kenny does act like his pain is the only pain, but compassion is a two-way street at the end of the day. So I honestly, I don't think that we're in disagreement about Kenny necessarily, but I think that it's just that having been through trauma doesn't excuse treating other people badly. Otherwise, like, we would all treat each other like shit, and the world would be a much, much worse place than it is. And yes, I know the world is already a pretty terrible place, but, you know, it's up to us to try and be better, you know. Oh, BTW, I did close my Etsy shop just because it was charging me money and no one was buying. Oh, that's okay, Charlotte. Thank you for letting us know. Charlotte is mentioning this because I am wearing earrings that she made. It's shit that Etsy was charging you money. But I think that this is also part of the conversation about who gets our compassion, you know? Like, I think that a lot of people, from what I can tell, are more willing to show compassion to Kenny,
I'm talking
like a white man who is being very aggressive, than they are to show compassion to Clem, like a young, racialized child.
He doesn't speak much English.
No shit. Is that it? I thought you said it was a house.
Arvo, we're not trying to be mean to you. We just want to know if this is where the supplies are.
Is this the place you're taking us? Are the supplies here?
No, it's at the house. There's still more walk. Some more hours.
God damn it. I knew this was gonna happen. This guy fucked us.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
It's getting dark. Maybe we should stop for the night.
This is bullshit.
Relax.
Don't tell me to relax. He's lying. He's been lying this whole time.
You don't fucking know that.
I know we've been walking all day and we're still fucking nowhere.
Luke needs a break. We probably all do.
Look, I'll do whatever you guys want, okay? But I could use the rest.
It'd be safer to rest in there, where there's a fence.
How are we getting over the barbs?
Just try and have a calm, quiet night. Please.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. It's all right, buddy. It's all right.
If we're staying, we should scout this place out.
All right. Y'all wait here. I'll go make sure this ain't some walker nest we're locking ourselves into.
I'll go with you.
See if you can calm him down a bit.
Oh, is AJ Alvin Jr.?
No,
Is that the
That's
baby?
all you.
Oh, he's such a
Didn't get
cute
that
little
book.
baby.
Neither.
I think he likes you. Calmed right down for you. That's a good sign.
He's cute.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Most babies are pretty ugly this soon after being
Look
born.
at his little
That's true.
face.
They usually look like weird little aliens.
Here, I got him.
His eyes are open pretty quickly, which is... I don't know how long it's
Come
been
on
since
over.
Rebecca
It's
died, but... My Instagram is at @byCharlotteErnie if anyone wants to have a look, and hit me up if you want to buy anything. And Etsy is a piece of shit, so awful to small creators these days. Yeah. Well, if anyone wants a nice pair of earrings like these, then hit Charlotte up on Instagram. And we can forego our Etsy overlords.
Today's my birthday. Near as I can tell, at least. Definitely this week.
Well, happy birthday, Luke.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday.
So, how old are you now?
I am 27 years old.
Damn, my age.
Pretty old.
That's my age.
Sure as hell feel a lot older.
Don't even start with that shit.
Got out of college 5 years ago. Feels like a million years. At least I don't have to worry about paying off them student loans.
Some asshole sitting on that paperwork.
Student loan debt forgiveness, anyone? Cancellation?
I'd have liked to go to college.
And what did you study?
Majored in art history.
That's cool.
Don't call him a baby. That means I'm a
Sounds like
baby.
you majored in working in a coffee shop.
Pretty much.
Oh, stop it.
They get a minor in agriculture. Keep the old man happy.
Oh, I almost forgot. I was saving it for a special occasion, and well, it being your birthday and all, figure this is as good a time as any.
Where did you get it?
Bill kept all the alcohol in the armory. He didn't like people imbibing.
What's that mean?
Drinking. He didn't think people should drink.
No, majored in art
little
history.
guilty
That's too
taking the
relatable
first
for
one.
me.
You gotta make a toast.
Yeah, I did
I'm not really
English
good at it.
literature,
Come on,
so
birthday boy. It don't have
yeah.
to be fancy.
A toast means we all got something to drink.
Oh, we can just pass the bottle around afterwards. Go on.
I just mean he seems so much older. Yeah, I mean this whole thing, as you say,
To the
ages
loved ones that
people.
we've lost along the way. And to the hope that we see them again. Someday.
Here, here.
That was real nice.
Yeah? I didn't mean for it to rhyme. That was...
Well, I got first watch.
I think the fence has got us pretty secure.
Can't be too careful.
Baby might be cold.
Nah, I'll keep him warm. He's a tough little guy.
Sure?
Yeah.
Come on, Kenny. Just sit a little while longer.
Nah, you stay warm.
Clem, let him go.
Well, you should probably
I'm gonna post up over near the
give
hole in the
give
fence.
one of us the baby,
Holler.
because I do think the baby should be
Thanks, Ken.
kept near the fire for a bit or something. It also means I'm a major baby. Yeah.
Fire's real nice. Plenty of room if you want to get warm.
Maybe in a bit.
I mean, speaking from my experience of being 27, 27 is young but not baby.
Just when I thought I got her figured out, she up and surprises.
A good thing. You saved our ass.
I know. I just don't know what she's getting at all this.
She usually travels by herself. It has to be hard. Maybe she's just lonely.
Well, that'd explain a few things.
It would.
I'm just teasing.
I mean,
It was stupid.
I'm not trying to
She's a pretty girl. Once
shit
she
on Luke
passed on
too
her
hard
ass.
or anything.
I don't know.
But Luke and Jade
Just
just makes
wanted
no
to forget
sense to
about all
me.
this shit for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Man, that's longer than I'd last at this point.
Hey,
Alright, it wasn't 10 minutes.
come on. We got a little one around.
Sorry. Forget I said anything.
It's my fault for bringing it up.
I know what you guys are talking about.
I certainly hope not.
You're talking about kissing stuff.
Yes, that is exactly it.
Was there any kissing?
You shut your mouth right now. The both of you.
Her face is like exactly how I was when people talked about sex at that age. Pure disgust. This was
Maybe she
before
came back
the
to you.
lesbian realization, so
Could be.
I don't know what to say to that.
Well, I guess we learned something.
Yeah? Well, what's that?
I'm not commenting on this.
Luke's a regular Casanova.
Hey, shut up.
Don't be modest. Your moves are working on all the ladies.
Worked on me. Shit. I just did it too, didn't I? Sorry. It's the drink talking.
They say a drunk man's talk is a sober man's thoughts.
Well, I ain't a man, so they can take that shit somewhere else.
Now Clem is a baby, you're right. Clem is actually categorically a baby.
Clem, go see if you can get Jane and Kenny over by the fire. It's too cold for them to be out there like that. Oh, and here, maybe a swig of this will change their minds.
Imagine if she'd been like, I'd come back for you. I know, I kind of can't believe that was even an option. Again, like, an 11-year-old having, like, a crush and stuff is fine, but, like, I just feel like they'd be so fucking weird about it, you know? And also, as always, I am a lesbian. So if I'm playing as a character who is not a man, then I shan't be expressing any interest in men.
TV. Feels like forever since we had electricity.
Implying this 11-year-old lesbian. Implying that this 11-year-old lesbian has a crush on Luke. You're so right for that, Charlotte. You're so right for that. I mean, as always, Charlotte brings to the chat, like, the most refined, the most astute, the most sharp and sophisticated lesbian bisexual radar technology. Like, specifically the gaydar technology that can tell the difference between a lesbian and a bisexual. She's bringing it. She's bringing it. She's the one who blessed everyone with the Max Caulfield as a lesbian. I was going to say headcanon, but it's not headcanon. It's just canon. It's canon. I am the lesbian whisperer, as always. You are. You really, really are. I often feel like you as a bisexual woman actually have a better lesbian gaydar than I do, which is crazy. But, like, good for you, slay, but teach me your ways. Love the idea of Clem as a lesbian. I'm sold. I am also sold. This is not a spoiler because I don't actually know what happens in season 3 or 4, but I think based on, like, little snippets of things that I've seen online and stuff, that Clem is in the LGBTQ community. So I think I've seen her on, like, articles and lists of, like, LGBTQ characters, you know. Technology LMAO, except it's not technology, it's just vibes. The technology is your brain. The technology is your brain, Charlotte.
There, little guy. Shh, I got you. I got you.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Clem. Just, needed some air.
Kenny, there's air everywhere.
I'm sorry for how I acted back there. After Sarita was... I couldn't handle it. I'm sorry. I mean, you did what you could. You tried to help, and I blamed you for it. I'm so sorry.
You really hurt my feelings. I did my best, and...
I know. I was just in darkness, and you showed up with some light. But I thought I needed to stay there a little longer, when I should have went with you.
Okay.
I miss my boy. I miss him so much. I didn't raise him like I should have. Made mistakes. Wasn't there a whole lot for a couple years. Off on a boat somewhere or other. I thought I enjoyed that time away from him. From my family. But I'd give anything for one more second with them. Play catch with Duck. Touch Katja's face. Anything in the world.
I really liked Katja. She was one of the nicest people I've ever met.
She had a big heart. To get it broken like that was too much for her. It should have been too much for me.
I think it was too much for you, Kenny.
It's gonna be different with him. He's gonna get raised right. I won't make the same
God.
mistakes again.
I
That's a promise.
do not want you to be the white father of that black baby.
You should get back over by the fire.
I'm putting it out there right now. I do not think that he should be the white father
I can
of
handle
that
life
baby.
on my own. Hey, thanks for sticking by me. I know I ain't made it easy sometimes.
I didn't want to give him a drink. I didn't think that was a good idea. And I think that having a sober conversation was a better idea. I've seen stuff about her having a female love interest. Yeah, well, when it gets to the time, when it gets to the place, we're going to be doing some lesbianism. You know we are. Or I just have superpowers. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you do just have superpowers. Next Life is Strange game is going to be about Charlotte and her lesbian whisperer superpowers. Can't wait to play it. To be honest, I always get The Walking Dead confused with The Last of Us, so I kept thinking Clem was lesbian Ellie. Yeah, fair enough. I personally try to erase The Last of Us from my memory sometimes, but then I can't. It's mostly because it was a game that I genuinely enjoyed the first one, and then I kind of hated the second one, to be honest. And then I found out that Neil Druckmann was like the biggest Zionist alive, and I read that Washington Post interview with him where he talks about like hating Palestinians, and then I read that very good Vice article analyzing The Last of Us Part 2 through the lens of like Israeli politics, and now that's it. Now it's ruined for me. I do feel weird about Kenny just claiming this child. He's the only one there with experience having a kid, so it makes sense. It does make sense, but he is being a bit more intense about it than necessary, and also, again, he's being possessive of the child, you know what I mean? It makes complete sense, and it's a good thing for him to take care of the child. But I think that they should communally take care of the child, and he can teach the others how to help him take care of the child and stuff. But I feel like he's gonna get into a level of possessiveness over that baby that I'm not gonna like. He's already kind of shown hints of it. And as always, I have feelings about white parents of kids of color. That's always a complicated dynamic. Yeah. I mean, some people are really good at it. I mean, some white people have racialized kids and they do a really good job. Like, they know what that means. They know what that entails. They go into it knowing that, like, having a child who's racialized and will experience racism and you won't always understand what that's like for them is, like, a big deal. And they need to be ready and equipped to do that. Some people really fucking aren't, though. You know? Oh my god, Deck 9 literally hit me up. If anyone in Deck 9 is watching this, hit Charlotte up. She's the protagonist for your next Life is Strange game. We said it here now. We said it first. This is where it all began. In 3 years, you'll see an announcement for the new Life is Strange game. And you'll be like, wow, I was in that Game Assist stream all of those years ago where they came up with the idea. What an honor. The first Life is Strange was the first game to make me cry. No, real. When I played it in 2015, I was like, changed. I'm not exaggerating. I really was. Changed. Yeah. And now, I mean, it's a big part of why Game Assist is like a thing with me in it, is because Life is Strange made me realize that games could do really incredible, really moving things. And obviously I've played a lot of games since then that have also done incredible, moving, creative, stunning things, but it was the first game that I ever played that just changed my brain chemistry, and it made me want to like play games and write about games. And anyway, that's why I'm here now, because I was 18 years old and in one of the worst depressions of my life, and then I played Life is Strange and I was like, this is it. Something has fundamentally changed in me. Something has changed within me. Sorry. Doing great. Doing so mentally well that I'm singing on stream today. Kenny is very weird about the nuclear family vibe, it's true. This game has also made me cry. Yeah, I cried on stream when I was playing the first season in the last episode. When Lee died, I was gone. I was a goner. It was a lot. It was really fucking good. Same, I cried like a baby when I played the first Life is Strange. So true. So true. Finally, a plus-size Life is Strange protagonist. I don't know if Alex Chen counts, but you would be the first, like, actually, fat Life is Strange protagonist, and it would be amazing. Deck 9 could never without you. I destroyed the town! We're talking about Life is Strange endings. It reminded me too much of my homophobic hometown, and I had fun role-playing getting the hell out of Arcadia Bay. Yes! This is very much a Bay as in Chloe Price over Bay as in Arcadia Bay community. Like, if you sacrifice Chloe, then you're not allowed here, but you have to know that you're in the minority. You just have to know that. Wow, Elfa Bahu. Ariana Grande ended. Oh my god, guys, stop. Stop. Should I take singing lessons? Oh man, we're gonna get you guys can get into Bay over Bay discourse in the chat, otherwise it's gonna take way too much time, and I've done this before. I love Alex and it's nice to see some body diversity, but she absolutely was not fat or plus sized. Yeah. Yeah. She's more like similar to my body type, and I'm not fat or plus sized. I just like have normal human body fat and a bit of a chubby belly. You don't need singing lessons. That's very kind of you, but I probably would.
Seems secure enough for one night anyways.
Yeah, this might be a good time to bring up the Game Assist video essay on Life is Strange. On our YouTube channel, where we're famous for making mediocre video essays that get like hundreds of views a piece, and then sometimes occasionally blow up, particularly on Life is Strange 2, we have a video about Life is Strange, the first one, and it's specifically looking at disability, gender, and agency in the first Life is Strange. And there are a few things that we talk about, in particular the alternate timeline where Chloe becomes physically disabled, and like the politics of assisted dying, and stuff like that. But then we also talk about like the different endings of the game, and yeah, it's just a bit of a deep dive into the first Life is Strange through that disability and gender lens, which that's where I've argued my case for the sacrifice Arcadia Bay ending. I understand why people like the other one, but to me it's not real. To me it never happened. Mediocre where? Okay. Well, you're not wrong, you know. Some of them are pretty good. It's true. Also, since this is Disability Pride Month, every non-disabled person is required to watch that video. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough. Oh, that is a hot take. I'm of the opinion that Max is a lesbian. But that's a whole other conversation.
They expect you to lure me over there with alcohol?
Trying not to get too deep into Life is Strange discourse on the Walking Dead stream.
We just want you to feel welcome. It's warm over by the fire.
What is it?
Rum?
I don't know. It might be awkward. I wasn't expecting to, you know, be around.
Why? 'Cause you made it with Luke?
What does that even mean? What's the it?
You know.
Yeah, because I made it.
It's not a big deal.
Why does this feel like I'm signing a contract or something? That's really good. Have you had any? You want a sip? It's okay. It just might burn a little. You'll feel it in your nose.
Sure.
You okay? Uh-oh. Busted. I better take that back. I wasn't too much older than you when I had my first drink. God, I was so stupid back then. There was this time I broke into my parents' liquor cabinet and drank a whole bottle of this really spicy, sweet liquor. Oh, what was its name? It was dumb. Earthquake or something.
Sounds like you were a bad kid.
I guess I was. At the bottom of the bottle, there were these sugar crystals, and I got it in my head that I really wanted to eat a couple. So I got the bright idea to smash it on my parents' dining room floor to get at them. And it shattered into 1,000 pieces, all over the dining room. And I proceeded to eat what I thought was sugar candy. It was not sugar candy.
Did you ever get caught?
Yeah. The problem with glass is, it looks a lot like sugar crystals.
It's never really been a problem for me.
Did you have to go to the hospital?
My sister found me, drunk, blood pouring out of my mouth.
Oof.
Jamie thought I was dying, so she called 911. They pumped my stomach. Got grounded for 6 months.
You ate glass?
I ate glass. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Interesting with Kenny disapproving
Deal's a deal.
of Clem drinking and Jane offering it. In terms of like the dynamics of like the adultification versus like...
Time to not make it weird.
You convinced Jane to rejoin the group. Yeah, I did. Because I'm an influencer. I have influence over people. I'm charismatic.
Wanna sit here?
No, that's... I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, okay. Wherever you like.
Again, Kenny just can't make up his mind about whether he's gonna like treat Clementine like shit or not. Okay, I'm gonna check chat, but I'm not gonna get too deep into Life is Strange discourse. You guys are very welcome to have Life is Strange discourse in the chat, but I'm not gonna get too into it because I just don't want to distract too much from the game. Yeah, we have seen that article about True Colors, and we have talked about it in the Game Assist Discord. So we do have a Game Assist Discord. At the moment, it's only accessible if you're a patron. You can join our Patreon community for up from £1 a month. I think that's the like one of the lowest tiers. I don't know if you can can you join the community on a free membership? Is that a thing? I don't know. But you have to be a patron, basically, in order to access our Discord server, which is fun, good times. There's a lot of Life is Strange fandoming in our server because I promote it. Systematically, I promote it. But that article came out a long time before we made our video on True Colors, so it's not something that we talked about in our video essay. But it does kind of bring a whole other dimension to, you know, discussing those issues with regards to the game, so... Yeah, it's a lot. For anyone who's watching this on YouTube, whenever it goes up on YouTube, Beast Bones has raised, have you heard anything about the working conditions for True Colors? Apparently one of the writers was very emotionally abusive to the women writers, and someone in the art department kept putting in white supremacist dog whistles. Like, the development team had to push back against pretty crappy conditions to even produce it. Just to let people know who are... I'm talking to people in the future who will be watching this on YouTube. If Warren has 0 haters, I am dead. Got a couple of that. We've got a Warren is so sweet. So we're discoursing in the chat. B, you should definitely play Before the Storm. I like Rachel and Chloe and Max and Chloe together for very different reasons. I like them both. I don't think I like one any more than the other. Okay, that's a lie. It's like Rachel and Chloe makes me feel like I'm a giddy, lovesick teenager. You know, that's how Rachel and Chloe makes me feel. Max and Chloe makes me feel like... maybe it's true that God made us in pairs. You know? Yeah. That's the best way I can put it. Warren is a threat. Real. I learned about it a couple days ago, the True Colors thing, and my mind was boggled. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, that game is so special to so many marginalized people, and particularly, like, queer people. So, honestly, that video essay helped me articulate my thoughts on Chloe Price. Aw, if you're talking about our video essay, then I really appreciate that. Just really appreciate it. There's a lot of Chloe Price hate out there, and we're vehemently against that in the Game Assist community. Oh, that's very sweet, Beast Bones. There's never any obligation, but we would love to have you. But if you were talking about Lost in Fairies video, then that is also a great video. I didn't mention this before, but Lost in Fairy also has a video about Life is Strange, which is great. Damn, maybe soulmates are real. Sorry, just dropped the controller because I was so excited about it. It says that in the Quran. It says God made you in pairs, essentially. So that's what that's from.
Jane, you don't have to justify that with a response.
Hey, I find it's best to just get this stuff out in the open. Let's drop.
Well, that's fine. But I can confirm there was no time for kissing.
All right, enough of that. Hey, Chloe.
It's nice to hear people laughing.
You just spend so much time trying to stay alive that you don't get a chance to enjoy living.
Yeah. We need to make more time for that.
Alcohol helps.
Hell yeah, it does.
Let me get that bottle. We got someone else that might need some help.
Yeah, all right. It looks like he could use it.
Leave me alone!
Sorry, okay? My fault. I shouldn't have...
Leave me alone!
Kenny, Jesus Christ, Kenny. Kenny, come on.
Jesus, Kenny, you knocked the kid out.
What was I supposed to do? He was screaming bloody murder. What the hell'd you rile him up for?
He was tied up.
So? What's that got to do with anything?
It was under control. You knocked him out with a gun.
I was just reacting. I didn't have time to... Fuck!
You didn't have to hit him.
I didn't want him hurting anybody.
It's been a long day. We should rest up.
That kid was defenseless.
I know, but we can't do nothing about it.
Kenny, where's the baby?
Get a little rest.
Bonnie has the baby
You take
now,
first
so...
watch. I mean, I can if you don't want.
It's okay, guys, don't worry. Bonnie has the baby.
Come on.
Not that I trust her to be the white mother of that baby either.
Everybody
But she
rest
can't
up.
be as bad as
Who
Kenny.
knows how long a walk we got tomorrow.
Damn, I rarely see the scene because most usually get him to sit at the fire. Ah. He doesn't hit Arvo if you convince him to sit at the fire. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I just don't have as good of a relationship with Kenny, so that might have affected that in ways that I didn't realize.
You sure you're good?
Yeah, I'm good. If I start to crash
Did he
out-
just leave the baby to be a kid, though?
It's no trouble.
Sure did.
How much further?
Close. Very close.
You've been saying that every time I ask.
Please. Come.
I'm really starting to think you're full of shit.
It can't be much further.
Kenny, look out!
What the fuck? Ah! Ah!
Whew.
Jesus Christ.
That was close.
Fucker came out of nowhere.
That was real loud. Hopefully there aren't more of them.
Yeah, well, let's move. We don't want to be around to find out.
It's very close. Come.
Also, to this day, our video on Life is Strange, where we talk about assisted dying, is possibly like the most controversial video on our channel. I mean, obviously the Life is Strange 2 one is, but there are so many people who watch our channel and they're like, love all of these videos, and then they watch that video and they're like, well, I simply don't agree of what you're saying about assisted dying, and I'm like,
The house.
really?
Warm. Fireplace. Very warm.
I'd just like a place to sit, if I'm honest.
It looks like it's empty.
Yes. It's empty.
I thought so too. But now that he said that, I'm not as sure.
If it ain't, kid's gonna wish it was.
Are we just gonna walk over?
It's like the specific flavor is that like most people who are left leaning will watch the Life is Strange 2 video and they'll be like, this is great. But there are a lot of people who comment on the Life is Strange 2 video being like, this game is woke and you're like a woke idiot. And maybe they'll say something like racist to me. But on the Life is Strange like 1 video, people will have seen my other videos and have said that they like them. And then on that one, they're like, I liked your other work, but this is going too far. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how deep the like conditioning goes when it comes to assisted dying. And I need to be so clear that like it wasn't actually long before I made that video that I changed my politics on assisted dying. Because that's like it goes deep, right? Like we never really think about assisted dying through like a disability justice or a disability like critical lens of like, okay, maybe in a universe without socio-political systems that oppress disabled people, maybe like on a abstract philosophical level, maybe like assisted dying in some circumstances would be okay, but we don't live in that world. We live in like the real material world, which has social and political systems that are like structured for the eugenics of disabled people. And in that world, there are people who campaign for assisted dying. They put their time and their energy and their money into campaigning for assisted dying before they put their time and energy and money into campaigning for universal health care or social housing or any amount of things that would actually help disabled people have livable lives that might affect whether or not they want to die at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's too far for some people. Crazy. It's crazy. I thought about this recently because I've been watching Grey's Anatomy. And of course there's a
Maybe
Grey's
there's a
Anatomy
way around.
episode on assisted dying.
I don't see any.
Можно идти. Там
Say
твердый
it in
лед.
American, asshole.
It's okay.
Kenny, why you gotta be such a
Shit ice.
xenophobic
That's the
prick?
problem.
He's saying it's fine.
I go first. I can be front.
If we just go real slow, it'll probably be okay.
Yeah, no need to rush this.
They will remember
We
that.
need to spread out, just to be safe.
Yeah, spread out
This
and
way's
take it
better.
slowly. Yeah.
Let the Rusky go first, since he's
Ah!
It's okay.
God, he's being so openly xenophobic now. It's crazy. Alright guys, I'll catch up on the chat in a second. Okay, I feel like something's about to go down, so I'll take the opportunity now. It does feel like a lot of people watch some of that video and they get to that and they're like, whoa! And don't really listen to the reasoning. Yeah, it's true. I love Sean in Life is Strange too. I love Sean too. Sean is great. I like Sean with Cassidy more than Finn. I do agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that one. But neither are that good of love interests for him. Yeah, I mean, I actually like Cassidy quite a lot. And the thing is, there's like fair and valid critiques to be had of Cassidy, like as a person. I think she's a really interesting character. And whether or not that like relationship is appropriate or anything. But for like a one-off like little fling, I think it's chill. That video changed my opinion on assisted dying for sure. It definitely challenged me initially, but I have very much come around to it. I really hear you guys, and I just want to say that I went through the same. Like literally when I was making that video, it was my friend at the time who I had a conversation with him about Life is Strange, and he has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and like affects his mobility in like quite but you know, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is kind of degenerative, and so your mobility becomes increasingly affected over time. And we were talking about Life is Strange, and he was like, you know, there's something about this game that's always made me kind of uncomfortable. And so we sat down and we had a bit of a conversation about it, and I guess that he very much like changed my mind by explaining to me and talking through like the perspectives on assisted dying from like a disabled-led disability justice perspective and framing. And that was really challenging to me at first, but I very quickly changed my mind on that, and then we made that video together. And yeah. So I mean, the thing is, like, it's a good sign that we all as people are open to being challenged in that way and to changing our mind on some of these issues. That's really important. Oh my god. The white therapists with dreadlocks industrial complex must be stopped. Real. I don't trust those people to give me mental health care. Finn was a bad influence on Daniel. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, okay. Well, something is definitely about to go down, so I hope you're ready. Because I'm not.
You're okay. Don't worry.
Oh, shit. There we go.
We got some walkers behind us.
That's only a few of them. We should be all right.
Let's just get to the house.
Hey, stay with us.
That's two less to deal with.
Just stay spread out and we'll be fine.
Hey, motherfucker.
Shit, he's gonna kill him.
Kenny!
Get back here, you piece of shit.
You fucking idiots.
I should let you drown, you piece of shit.
No! Kenny, don't run!
Idiots.
Well, they made it.
Oh, Luke.
Don't come over here. Hey, I can make it. It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got walkers on the way. Let me help
Too
you.
thin for both of us. I just gotta be careful. Oh!
Luke, no!
Stop! Stop! I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
You need help, Luke!
The ice is too thin. I got it.
You need to help.
No!
Clem,
You're gonna fall
go!
through.
Go help
No,
him.
Clem,
Clem,
do not.
just go back for him. You're light. You
Stop
can do
telling
This
her
is
that.
like the 20th time
Look at
that
me.
Bonnie has asked
Pull out
Clem
your
to
gun
do
and
something
shoot those damn walkers.
because
Hey,
she's a
give me little
child.
time.
Clem, you can make it. But you need to go.
No.
Now.
Clem, it's too dangerous.
He's gonna
I
die,
just need some
Clem.
more time. You guys gotta hurry.
She'll fall through. Clementine, stop!
Clementine!
Just go back.
Go on your stomachs. You know, I was thinking that as well.
It's gonna be alright!
Shit. Maybe shooting them was a better idea, but I didn't want to make the noise. Go on your stomach on the ice. Yeah, I was thinking about that as well.
Fuck. It's okay, I got you. I got you. Come on. Come on, you're gonna be okay.
Oh shit,
Go.
look at
To the
her.
house.
She's
We need a fire.
purple.
Fuck, she's gonna fucking freeze to death.
Clem. Poor baby Clem.
How the fuck did that happen?
Because of you, Kenny! Well, because of Arvo.
Fireplace.
Jesus Christ.
We have to get her warm. She's gonna freeze to death.
He's just gone. Luke's fucking gone. We should have gone around.
God damn it.
We should have just fucking gone around.
God damn it.
I tried to help him. I just...
Said I started to go. There wasn't nothing any of us could do.
Tried to help him. He just... Oh, God.
Oh god, Kenny.
You son of a bitch. This is your fucking fault.
Kenny, don't, man.
So what?
It's nobody's damn fault.
The hell it ain't.
I'm freezing. Can we just get a fire started?
Look at this place. Just a stack of fucking toothpicks. And those magical supplies are bullshit too. What? No speaking of English?
Fuck you.
You fucking commie piece of shit.
Fucking hell, Kenny.
Fuck you.
You mother. Fuck you.
Fuck, Kenny.
Piece of-
Stop.
I did that because I thought that physically getting in the way was like the only thing that could stop him, and if he hurt Clementine, then
What did you do?
maybe he would finally...
There's another just like it. He wasn't lying.
fucking realize that he's a huge jerk.
You want to tell me how a can of fucking chili is gonna help
How
me?
is beating a kid to death gonna help anyone?
Thank you, Jane.
This is your fault, and you damn well know it.
I'm tying him up.
Fine. Mike, help me get a fire started.
You okay? He's hurt real bad.
Mike!
Yeah, okay.
I'm still wondering what's going on with, if we'll find Krista and those people that were searching for us in the first couple episodes. I haven't thought about that in a while, but...
You kept it.
I think helping is actually better because Clem goes instead of Bonnie. Ah, okay. Interesting.
Let me take a look at you.
Honestly, Arvo deserves to be
Jesus.
pissed off at
He could
Kenny.
have killed you. The fuck is wrong with him?
You're up. Kenny's out back trying to get some stupid truck started. Here, you should eat something.
You okay?
Thank you.
Good on Mike for trying to
I can't believe he's gone.
be a human being.
I've lost people before, but it just hasn't felt this shitty in a while.
He cared about you too, Jane. I know he did.
Jane will
God damn
remember
it.
that.
I shouldn't have come back. I knew this would happen. I knew it. Always does.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I'm sorry, Jane. Caring about people means that you might lose them.
Thank you.
That's how it goes.
I can't take this shit anymore.
But it doesn't mean that caring about them isn't worth it.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
Hell of a day. But we gotta get moving. If you're feeling up to it, I could use a hand out back with this truck. This house ain't worth a crap, but the vehicles ain't in bad shape. With a little luck, we can get one fixed up. Be out of here by nightfall.
Really? Now?
Look, Clem, I know we're all hurting. But I need your help here, okay?
She almost just died of hypothermia. Can you, like, let her rest?
I'll watch him.
Fucking Kenny's obsession with vehicles. Kenny is the whole package. He hates
Be
communists.
careful.
He hates people of color. He hates people from different countries. He can drive.
What did you
Actually, I can't drive, but that was a gay joke.
I know she was running her mouth. What did she say?
You shouldn't have done that to Arvo.
I know, Clem, but
I
Luke...
don't care. You can't do that.
Jesus, Clem, you know me. You know I'm not like
You
that.
are like that.
scared
That's
me.
how you behave, so
Oh,
that's how you are. That's what you're like.
It won't happen again.
Kenny,
That's a promise.
you have to change your behavior. Clem is literally a single mom who works 2 jobs at this point.
We gotta stick together on this, alright?
Who loves her kids and never stops. She really is.
Let's see if the truck's gonna go.
She really, really is. Oh, God, to be an 11-year-old mother of 2.
My daddy always had a half dozen wrecks he was fixing up.
Sorry, mother of Kenny, Bonnie,
Some bitch. But he
Mike,
taught me
Arvo,
respect.
Jane,
A
5.
girl like
No,
Jane
AJ, 6.
learned a thing or two about
To
that.
be an 11-year-old mother of 6.
I like her. Just give her some time.
Maybe you're right. Hell, I didn't know what to make of Lee.
Yeah, because you're a racist.
Of course, he helped me in mine more times than I can remember.
Jane helped us back on the road.
In her Sean Diaz era.
Alright, give it a turn.
Honestly, more hardcore, arguably, because she's 11.
We're so close, Clem.
Where do you want to go in this
A little
thing?
bit of
Like,
luck,
where are
I
we
can get this
going?
thing
What's the
running,
plan?
And then we can get out on the road and really make some distance.
Some distance where? To what end? What is the plan?
Wellington's gotta be out there.
Okay.
Now, those rumors can't all be bunk. I mean, hell, there's gotta be something out here other than snow and goddamn Euro trash.
What
Xenophobia.
about Mexico?
Why? You want to talk?
I want brown people,
Never
Kenny.
been there.
I want brown people. That's what I want.
Long time ago, just before I met Cap.
We're so close. To what? You're right for that, Charlotte. You're 100% correct. I chose Mexico because I was like, you know what I want? It's probably still apocalypsing in Mexico, but what I want is some brown people. That's what I want, Kenny.
Did you turn it?
Yes.
God damn it!
God, such a man.
Kenny, are you okay?
We gotta get moving if we're gonna keep AJ alive. We're running out of time.
You're right, Beast Bones. He is acting like
This
Dutch
thing
from
just
Red
started.
Dead 2.
Gonna
Just
try
one more
up
job.
for you.
We're so
Go on
close.
inside. I don't like leaving him with that girl.
Get Clem away from these whiteys. Stat. Correct. Kenny is very Dutch core. In some ways. That's definitely one of them. God, now I have a single mom who works 2 jobs stuck in my head. It's just that one line, isn't it?
Wish they'd finished this place.
I wonder if we'll get to Wellington in this episode, because I remember, like, in terms of the structure of the first season, we got to Savannah in, like, episode 4?
Looks broken.
I'll hit up the generator in a second. Let's talk to Bonnie.
Want one?
Sure.
I want to be so clear that I think that children trying the thing is, like, Because like children are curious about things, and I just feel like when I was this age, my instinct was to want to try the thing, you know?
Remember when you saw me first?
And I think it's fine to kind of try it.
I felt real bad you believed me. She can't hurt anyone. You ever done something you regret? Even if it's something you knew you had to do?
Damn, she really remembered that I said that, huh?
Go on. You can be honest.
All the time.
Yeah. You know, I'll say one thing about Luke. No matter where you end up, there's always one bad seed rocking the boat. But I don't think he would have ever been that guy.
Sorry. I don't remember the moment. The chat's just making me laugh. I was drinking wine younger than her. Quebecois family. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that just really got me. French derogatory. Sorry, I didn't want to laugh through that scene. And it's the apocalypse. Nicotine addiction is probably not the worst thing she could come across. Honestly, take what you can get. It's the apocalypse, and I think that like a little bit of nicotine is going to take the edge off. I'm an ex-smoker, and I'm also an ex-drinker, so alcoholic in recovery for a few years now. For a couple of years? God. Yeah, I think maybe 2 years now. I think I passed my... 2.5? Yeah, I think I passed my 2-year anniversary last winter. I do not miss drinking as much as I miss smoking. I miss smoking a lot. And when you're going through what they're going through, you're fucking stressed. And the thing about smoking is that a nice little cigarette, it really fucking takes the edge off. Yeah, it does. And I don't condone smoking at the age of 11. I don't condone that. But also, I don't condemn that. Because, like, children, they want to try stuff. And it's fine. They should be allowed to try stuff. That's fine. You know, and they can decide it's for them or not for them. They just need a healthy environment to try it in, and also be told how to relate to it in a healthy way. That's all. I absolutely did not relate to those things in a healthy way. Hence alcoholic. I was also smoking a lot. Like I was smoking at my worst, I was smoking like a pack a day, like 10 to 20. It was bad. Expensive habit too. Sometimes I think, I could kill for a cigarette. Just a cheeky little cigarette. But then I'm like, couple things. Then I'm like, will I get addicted again? Lol. And also, I have asthma. So it's actually a really bad idea for me. It's actually such a bad idea for me. I honestly, sometimes I am just like, maybe I should take up smoking, but I will not. Yeah. But sometimes like, ooh, just a little cig. Ooh, just a little cig. Yeah, me too. I miss it. Last thing I need is another addiction. Yeah. I don't miss drinking at all, but I really miss smoking. Whew. Anyway, just to be clear on my position on this, yeah, it's fine. It's not gonna be a ridiculous thing. It's not like they have a ton of cigarettes and a ton of alcohol anyway, but if they can occasionally have something to take the edge off, then why not? And also, Clem should be allowed to try a little something, but in a kind of controlled way. Like a safe way, I mean, not like a policed
Let me ask you
way.
something, Clem. When's the last time anyone did what you wanted?
I don't really know what I want.
Maybe you ought to start thinking about it. You know, I've been all over. Run with a lot of people. A lot of men. and listened to a lot of promises. Ain't one of them come true. I'm starting to think there might be another way, you know?
Lesbian commune? Lesbian
I'm gonna
commune?
go take a piss.
Lesbian commune? Just saying. Bring political lesbianism back. Bring her back. Wow, what a loaded question. I really didn't know what to say to that. Really didn't know what to say to that. Because I don't think that Clem really is respected. But I also don't know if it's true that no one ever listens to her. I don't know. I didn't really know what to say, to be honest. Yeah. Is what it is. So.
Busted.
She doesn't have power. Yeah. It's true. She doesn't. But she does have the ability to leverage her vulnerability. I don't even really know how much of the power she has to leverage her vulnerability, you know?
Hey.
I think that people want to do that a lot. Like, they want to leverage her vulnerability, but...
I moved him in here.
Or not even her vulnerability, but her age. Because honestly, she's not as vulnerable as some of these people, arguably.
I've seen it too. A few times.
No, it's not power, you're right, but...
I know Kenny's a nice guy, Clem. I bet Carver was a nice guy too. Once. Probably had a nice job, and a nice, pretty wife. Then all this happened. And one day he caved some kid's face in and realized he could sleep at night.
We can still make this work.
All I'm saying is, start thinking about what happens if you're wrong.
Fucking Kenny with that
We've
car.
known each other a long time.
It's a boat,
Sooner or
part
later,
2.
You're gonna have to decide how much that's worth. I think it needs food or something.
Yeah, I also don't know that I would go as far as to compare Kenny to Carver. I mean, I'm not Kenny's biggest fan, but I don't know if I would go that far.
I guess we're getting close.
That's what worries me.
Jane...
There's not much left.
I was running with some people a long time ago, down near DC. Some guy got trapped in the middle of a crosswalk. Can't remember his name. He used to call me Mary Jane. He was a douchebag. Anyway, the dick got stuck under a car hiding from a dozen walkers. One after another, they went down there trying to save him. Lost 4 people before we got him out.
They had to try, right?
Didn't find out till later he was already bit. Turned and ripped the neck right out of this old lady. The look on her face was... she was just staring up at the sky, like she was watching a bird.
Caring about people doesn't make you weak, Jane.
Look, Clem.
You got it working.
Listen, I feel like they're kind of framing a decision.
I tell you. So what's the plan?
And I'm gonna be real, I would
How
choose
much do you
Jane
have?
over
At least a
Kenny,
week.
if it's a
And for the baby?
choice.
Not much.
We need to find a place for the baby.
Yeah, someplace warm.
I agree. We should head back south.
What?
We're gonna freeze to death. I don't know whose stupid idea it was to march up here in the first place, but it was a bad one.
She's right.
What if we went back to house?
Wait, what? Fuck that. I was thinking more like Texas.
Texas? The fuck?
It was just an idea.
We already talked about this.
I'm sorry. We did?
We're going
Don't say anything, Lost and Fairy. No, don't share any
Wellington?
spoilers.
Penny, it's freezing up here, man.
It's only gonna get worse.
We came this far. We're not going back.
Nah, man, this is fucking nuts.
Look, I don't give two shits about what you people think. I got this truck working, so I say where we go. And we're heading fucking north. It's the best chance we got of helping AJ.
What about Arvo?
Who? Oh, the Rusky? Yeah, he ain't coming with us.
You're just gonna leave him here?
I don't give a good goddamn where he goes. He's done.
We should ask him what he wants.
There's a concept.
He knows the area. He can help us.
Oh yeah, some help he's been. He got Luke killed.
I ain't gonna say he helped the situation, but maybe if you'd eased up on him before, he wouldn't have run away in the first place. You ever think about that, Kenny?
Either way, I'm not going anywhere in the middle of the night.
Yeah, me neither. There could be a herd out there.
You want that child's blood on your hands, Mike?
We're all gonna die out here if you don't calm the fuck down, Kenny.
Haven't we been through enough for one day?
Jesus fucking Christ. Remember the last time we had a working car and sat around on our asses, Clem?
I'm going inside.
God damn it!
You can't just walk away from us.
You better talk some sense into him.
God.
For his sake.
I mean, I agree. I don't know what the fuck this whole Wellington thing is about, but like, it's freezing cold and we have a baby. We have a baby. We cannot be.
God damn it! That stupid fucking... Get the fuck out of here!
It's me.
Clem. Sorry, just give me a second. Close the door.
Where's the baby? Where is the baby?
Can you believe this, Clem? I bring them a working truck, and they act like I just shit in their cereal. I knew Jane'd have a stick up her ass, but I thought at least Mike'd have more sense.
They're scared of you, Kenny.
If their big plan is to wander around in the woods, they ought to be scared of more than me.
Did you hear me?
We're all scared.
No, he didn't hear you because he doesn't hear anyone but himself.
We got maybe a day's worth of food for that kid left. That's it. Clem, think about Rebecca and Alvin. I mean, what if Lee hadn't gone tearing across half of Georgia looking for you? A lot of folks died to make that happen. A lot of folks died to get us this far. We owe it to them to see this done.
This is different.
How?
Where are we gonna find baby formula?
I don't know, but sitting around here ain't a way. I wish Lee was here.
What, so you could shit all over him again?
What do you think he'd say?
I think he'd tell me to try to keep the group together, and that we should stay away from cities.
We can't just give up on this kid. I mean, what's the
She
point
still
of going on
remembers
after
that.
That's what people like Lee knew, and what people like Jane won't ever understand.
God, you have a roast interview
I
with
know
Lee
Wellington
now.
might be bullshit, but where there's smoke, there's fire. Krista heard about it too, right? You know, when I first saw you back at that lodge, I thought I was dreaming. And when you sat down next to me and we shared that meal, well, I could tell that you were different now, grown up. I felt pride. A pride I hadn't felt in a long time. But I need you now, Clem. There have to be folks doing better than us.
Yeah, but we can't do it alone. We need the others.
And that's why I gotta be able to count on you, Clem. We gotta convince him. You and me. figure everything out in the morning.
I don't agree with you, Kenny.
Come on, let's get some sleep. 'Cause we gotta be ready.
God. I'm stressed. I'm stressed about this. What the hell?
Who's there?
Oh, you guys.
Easy. Easy now.
Step back.
Clem. Shit.
What are you doing?
I got the rest of it. Clem.
We're just leaving.
Fuck you guys.
Now keep it down, all right? Nobody else has to get involved.
That's everything we have.
Listen, we just gotta get away from that guy, Clem. Okay?
Who? Kenny?
Clem, damn it, we don't have time for this.
Just be quiet, Clem, please.
Oh, fuck you guys. It's one thing to leave Kenny, but to leave Kenny and Clem and a baby?
Now I'm gonna walk up to you nice and slow, and you're gonna give me the gun, okay? And then we'll talk.
Kenny! Jane! Help! They're robbing us!
No!
Clem!
Bonnie, we have to go.
Don't you touch me. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Classic fucking Bonnie.
Oh my God, Clem! What the fuck did you do? Clem! What did you do?
They're abandoning the baby for fuck's sake and taking everything. And to take all their supplies. Yeah, fuck those guys.
Clementine.
Oh. Oh.
Lee?
It's just a bad dream, sweet pea.
Don't do this to me! Don't do this to me!
What was it about? Doc?
He's dead.
We don't know how this works yet. Maybe it's like a cold. His mom's a doctor. Maybe she can help him. When I was a kid, I never got sick. But my brother always had something.
He's going to die. I know it.
You don't know that?
I feel bad.
Why?
I called him a crybaby when I hid the bug in his pillow.
Oh, that's okay, honey. You didn't mean it.
Lee?
Hmm?
Why did Lily do that to Carly?
I don't know. She was sad, Clem. That can make people angry sometimes.
That's a dumb reason.
You're right. It is. Well, people don't always make sense.
How come?
Because bad things happen to everyone. And it's hard to keep being yourself after they do. What do you think? Should we have left her behind?
No.
Maybe we should have. I don't know. I don't know if we did the right thing.
How can you tell?
Well, it's not like math, Clem. Sometimes there just isn't a right answer.
I hate math.
Me too, sweet pea. But part of growing up is doing what's best for the people you care about. Even if sometimes that means hurting someone else.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
It's not that easy.
I'm scared, Lee.
What can I tell you to make it better?
That it'll be okay.
It will. It's gonna get better, Clem. You'll make it better. Everything's gonna be all right. Let's try to get some sleep.
Okay, Lee.
Yeah. Just need a minute. Yeah. Oh boy. Whew. She was so small. She was. I remember thinking this in the first episode, like how crazy it was to see how much she'd physically grown in just 2 years. But like, I mean, when you're that age anyway, like the difference between 9 and 11 is enormous. But with all of this like happening as well, like there's so much about her that's changed and looks older and like, I'm in pain, so am I. Tearing up RN, this poor girl. Yeah, I was thinking as well that like the fact that her memory of Lee is like, it's like a memory of feeling safe and cared for, and that she hasn't felt that way in a really long time. Lord, take all of her suffering and give it to Kenny. Please. I miss Lee so much. I know, me too. I don't know who the voice actor is who plays Lee, but like, he has such a like calming voice as well. I feel like I feel like they did such a good job in that department, because Lee is such a... I mean, I imagine it has a lot to do with how I played the first episode as well. But he has such a, like, calming, reassuring voice. Yeah, reassuring voice, exactly. I bet Lee's lectures were great. Yeah, no, that's such a good point, isn't it? Because he was a professor. It's so soft. Yeah, it's just such a good voice. And, like, hearing it is, like... I mean, especially after having played the first game and then first season and then this one, and you haven't, like, seen him or heard him for so long. It's just really effective. Like, it makes you feel like... Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's just perfect. Sad and painful and horrible, but... Clem. Poor Clem.
On the left. Slow down.
Shut up!
Okay, I'm glad that we still have Jane. Fuck Bonnie and Mike and Arvo for doing that.
She's awake.
For doing that to Clem and the baby, specifically.
Hey, you.
Clem! Oh, thank God!
You passed out from the shock.
What happened?
That piece of shit Rusky shot you.
We had to run the
Okay.
truck to keep you warm. How do you feel?
It hurts.
Couldn't find the bullet. Must have gone clean through. It'll burn a while, but you'll be fine.
Those sons of bitches. I mean, I expected it from the Russian. But Mike? I could tell they were working on something.
I didn't think they'd go that far.
Yeah, well, who would steal our food and shoot a kid? We never should have thrown in with trash like that in the first place.
I can't believe they did that.
I don't think they knew what they were doing, except trying to get away.
Yeah, well, they're gone now. Good fucking riddance.
Now that Clem's awake, we should talk about where we're going.
We're headed north.
What, to find Wellington?
You sure talk a lot of shit, but you got
I'm sorry, if it's between Kenny and
South,
Jane...
Back to house.
Carver's camp. The fuck kind of plan is that?
I think Bonnie said there was more formula back there. And we actually know where it is.
And it was overrun by a damn herd.
The walkers should be gone by now.
It's miles in the other direction.
I don't care where we go. Just please, stop arguing.
She's the one that's going off.
Because you won't listen to a thing I'm saying.
What's that? You're talking into my bad ears, sweetheart.
Jackass.
Oh, I still can't hear you.
Look, even if there is
Did he
something,
kill them?
it could take us
I don't know.
weeks to find it. We could get back to House in a day.
Tell you what, we can turn around just as soon as you pry this wheel from my cold, dead fingers. How's that sound?
Whatever. I give up.
Get your feet off the dash.
Let's play a game, Clem. I spy with my little eye an asshole. Your turn.
Grow up.
Go to hell.
I'll pull this fucking car over.
Go ahead.
You want to die out here?
Better than waiting to die next to you.
I am done playing games with you, Jane.
Fuck you. You don't know a damn thing about me.
Oh, I know exactly what you are. Nothing. Nobody cares about you. And you don't care about nobody but yourself. That makes you nothing.
What is it with you? It's your family, right?
Don't.
It is, isn't it?
I'm warning you, you little shit.
You're just another type A asshole trying to save a bunch of dead people.
This isn't the time for this.
No, this is exactly the time for this.
You listen to me. You mouth off about my family, and I will fucking end you.
Jesus Christ, I'm so sick of this wounded warrior crap. Just pull over. I can't take this.
What? Running away again? What a fucking shocker.
Well, you are
In the
insufferable
end,
to be around, to
still
be
only care
fair.
about yourself,
She
right?
shouldn't run away,
Where
but
were you
you're
when
not helping
Serena got bit,
things.
Kenny? Huh? Where were you?
I was there. I couldn't. God damn you! I love that woman.
Who could love you? Look at you. You can't raise this kid. It's scared to death of you.
I got this way, saving your ass from that hellhole, and I would have left you to rot if I'd known what you were.
Nobody who died is anyone's fault. We all wanted to be together, and it just went bad. We owe it to them to try to make the best of this.
I'm sorry, Clem, but I can't put up with this bullshit anymore.
Oh, the feeling's mutual.
You know the thing about people like you, Kenny? You're just a bomb waiting to go off. Everyone talks about you behind your back because they're afraid of you.
That ain't true.
Mike, Bonnie, Sarita.
Fucking liar, that ain't true!
Everyone around you knows that sooner or later, they're gonna end up dead. So
Yeah, they are
know it,
both being
I know
immature.
it, and so does Clementine.
I told
At the
you not to
moment.
talk
She's,
about
yeah,
this
she's
now.
not necessarily wrong, but
Fucking
time and
piece of
Go to
place.
hell, you son of a bitch.
Jesus!
Like, time and place. And yeah, I mean, she did say some things that were not okay.
How's AJ?
He's fine.
You sure?
Yes.
Clem, you alright?
Yeah. Penny, I'm...
Wait, hold on.
Go around.
One of them might have diesel.
We shouldn't stop here.
We're running on fumes. Got no choice. When I holler it's okay, drive up closer. Anything happens, I'll try to meet you there. Right?
If you're going, go now.
Kenny.
Fucking asshole. God. I can't do this anymore. I'm serious, Clem. I tried, but I just can't.
Stop making him mad.
Everything makes him mad. How are you not seeing that?
Well, all you're doing is just making it worse.
You're just like him.
What?
Clem, we could leave. Right now.
Are you serious? What about AJ?
Look, I know you're close to him, but Kenny would never let him go. This is our chance, Clem.
I'm not leaving the baby, Jane.
Don't you ever want to know what it's like to live your own life?
I would go with you, but I wouldn't leave the baby.
It's snowing. Why are they moving?
They must not be cold enough yet. Fuck. Get us out of here!
I don't know how to drive.
See that pedal on the floor? Step on it!
That's
Don't just sit there.
That's not how that works. Unless it's an automatic, which I don't think it is. Because it's like a...
Jesus.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I wasn't expecting the quick time
Get out
event.
of there. The door is stuck.
Shit! Shit! There are more of them! Move! Clem! Clem, hurry!
Jane.
Get out! Hurry!
Yeah, she's being way harsh.
Jane, wait.
Also,
Jane.
most cars in the US are automatic, I thought. Is that true? Is that true? Do we have any Americans in the chat who can tell us? It's a good split. I think most modern cars are automatic. Ah. Cool. Thanks, Beast Bones. Why couldn't Jane give AJ to Clem and she would drive? I think maybe just because it was a high pressure situation and she was in the seat with the baby. But yeah, that might have been a good idea. But it might have been a bit of a faff to change seats in a time-sensitive situation. Oh god. Oh. I just like I don't rightly know what's gonna happen. I feel like the episode must be coming to an end, but I don't rightly know what's gonna happen. I have no idea what to expect.
Jane? Kenny?
You alright?
Yeah,
Where is he? Where's the kid?
he's with her.
You left him with her?
For the love of God, Kenny, do not get angry at Clem for this.
Dane!
Wait,
Oh, thank Christ. Dane, you okay?
Where's the baby?
Kid. Dane,
Where's the baby, Jane?
where is he?
He's...
Jane.
What are you saying? No. No!
No, Jane, that is fucked. That is fucked, Jane.
Not again. Not again.
No, that is fucked. I'm having a heart attack. Yeah.
No matter what happens, just stay.
No, Jane.
Okay? Just trust me, Clem.
How could you let this happen?
You have to trust me. You're gonna see what he really is.
What the fuck?
Jane, get out of here.
Clem.
Now!
Get out of my way.
Kenny?
How could you kill a fucking child?
I didn't kill him! It was an accident, Kenny!
I won't back down from you, Kenny.
Shut up!
I'm warning you.
Kenny, let her talk!
I'm done talking, Clem.
Clem, stay back.
Look, you didn't need to show me anything. I know what Kenny is.
Don't you come near me, you son of a bitch.
Kenny! Get the fuck off!
Fuck you!
Stop! Please! Jane! Asshole!
Fucking dare!
Did she do this on purpose? I don't know. I can't tell. I feel like she might have done this on purpose. Which is fucked. If she did.
I ain't going nowhere.
Fine. Fucking psycho!
This is on you!
Stop! You don't have to do this!
See, I mean, the way that Kenny is completely happy to, like, physically, like, do that to Clementine.
Huh? Jane, look at what you're doing! Listen to me!
Get her off! Fucking baby killer!
God damn it!
Okay, you're both being awful right now.
I'll fucking kill you!
There is a child with a gunshot wound bleeding out on the floor, and there's a baby, God knows fucking where.
Fuck you!
Yeah, at this point they're both being terrible, but...
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Clem, you made the right choice. I let you down. I let everyone down.
Why did you make me do this?
I'm sorry, Clementine. We almost made it. We were close, weren't we? I thought I wanted this, asked for it so many times. Now that it's happening, I'm scared.
I'm sorry, Kenny. There was, like, no other choice.
I'm afraid, Clem.
It's okay, Kenny. You're going to see Katja and Doug. You're going to see them again.
Oh, you're always good for a smile.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank the Lord in heaven.
AJ.
She just left the baby in the car. She just left the baby in the car. Listen, it was still fucked up to say that to Kenny. But
I understand if you're upset.
if I'm upset,
Never in any danger.
if
I was just going to try to talk you into coming with me. I just thought if you saw Kenny like that, you'd know we'd have to leave.
that was
him.
fucked up, Jane.
Look, Clem, I'm sorry. I didn't think Kenny would go that far. But it's over now. We're all safe. We're going to be okay.
I don't understand.
Kenny was dangerous, and I needed you to see that, one way or another.
What are you saying?
I had to do it, Clem. You saw how he reacted. I had to show you what he was
What
capable of.
the fuck?
It was a stupid
What the
plan.
fuck?
I should never have lied to you.
No, you shouldn't.
I thought it was the only way.
You could have just talked to me. I was on your side.
Kenny, you have to forgive me. Please. We can just leave all this behind us.
Oh my God, Jane.
I did it for you, Clem. For us. We're free now.
Ah! Shit.
Come on. Let's just put all this behind us.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I ran out of time. I didn't pick either. So the silence just meant that I went with her. Oh my, okay. That's not the end quite yet. Okay.
Can't see much from here. Come on.
She didn't even need to do that. I was on her side. Before I was on her side, now I'm like... You know, I was like, she's not perfect, but, you know, generally speaking, I'm on her side. And now I'm like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Here's the food. Clem, there's formula. Bonnie was right.
I'm so curious as to what happens if you don't go with her. Me too, B.
You know, maybe we
Me
should stay here a
too.
while. See how it goes.
Just stay behind me.
It's so manipulative of her. It's so manipulative. How are you supposed to trust someone after they do something like that? Like, I think I wouldn't have wanted to choose not to go with her, but I didn't want to say that I forgave her because I don't.
It's big. Quiet.
We're just passing through.
Yeah? How fast do you think?
We haven't decided yet.
We need help.
My boy, he ain't doing so good.
What's wrong with him?
Look, don't worry. He ain't bit. Just hungry. We've been walking for weeks. Ran out of food a couple days back. That your kid?
Well, he is now, yeah.
Where you girls been?
Why do you care?
Whoa, I didn't mean nothing by it.
Everywhere. All over.
You, been up north?
Yeah.
Yeah, us too.
Keep your eye on him.
This place needs a lot of work.
Yeah?
We could help you.
There's not that much food left.
Please. We won't make it another night out here.
Look, I know you don't know us, and I know a lot of people out here say a lot of things. But I'm asking you, as a father...
Well, I'm gonna let you in if they give me that
please,
choice.
don't turn us away.
No, I don't want to turn you away. That's fine.
It could be anybody.
Shut up, Jane.
Do we really want to go through this again?
Please.
This one's easy. Come on. Come in.
Around the side.
The guy reminds me of Brody.
You
Yeah.
sure about this? This place is a mess, and I don't know how long that food will last. It'll take a lot of work, and we don't know these people. Maybe we should have left.
It's not much. We'll make it better.
Just keep your eyes on him. We'll be fine.
My name's Patricia.
Jane,
Thank you, Jane.
don't mention it.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Listen, at least maybe Jane has a chance to be a better person or something now that she's like letting people in. But she's on thin fucking ice.
Yeah, thanks.
Fuck me. Fucking hell. Telltale Games production based on the comic book by those people. All the Dead Lie Down. Trophy earned. Well, that was a roller coaster. This ending might be my least favorite, not gonna lie. Yeah, fair enough. The fact that she was so ready to put her own life on the line, i.e. be killed by Kenny just to prove that point, it's a bit intense. Like, what did she think would happen if Kenny had killed her? I don't know, I guess she was just willing to take that chance. That Clem would be like, nah, not going with you. Well, I did say, when I was playing the first season, I said that the first chance I had to split from Kenny, I would take. And I did. If Jane was dead and I was able to leave Kenny and I knew the baby would be okay, ideally I would take the baby with me, but also I am an 11-year-old child. And Kenny was clinging pretty tightly onto that baby. So, you know, it probably wouldn't be an option, but if it were an option, Kenny is at the heart of why the group self-destructed in both the first and the second season. And he can't get out of his head. He can't listen to other people. He can't, admit that there's even a problem, let alone, try to change or address the problem. And it's, severe, right? I don't know, I guess that what Jane did was so fucked up. That was so fucked up. That was actually so fucked up. But, I guess at least I felt like with Jane, there was a chance that if she was with a group and she could trust the group and I don't know. I guess maybe at least I felt like maybe with Jane there's a chance that she could change. I mean, part of it is that we've been with Kenny for so long that we've seen it proven a couple of times that he's not ready to change, you know? Whereas with Jane, it's so new. That's part of the reason, right? Because she hasn't been given a chance yet. And it's maybe she could get better. Maybe we could be a good influence on her, but I don't know. So I think those are some of the things that are playing, on my mind in terms of the decisions that I made. You should watch the endings if you go by yourself and go with Kenny. Yeah, I probably will. I'll probably watch those and I'll probably at some point play this again for sure. But at the moment, I'm kind of just playing through and experiencing it without any kind of foreknowledge. So I don't know if I'm gonna watch the endings right away necessarily. Maybe I will, but also part of me just kind of wants to keep going and playing all of the seasons before I really look at some of the different options. Maybe. We'll see. That was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot. Also a bit Lily and Larry in season 2. Yeah. I was thinking about Lily, actually. I was thinking about Lily again. I still haven't forgiven Lily for shooting Carly. Yeah. I mean, if we saw Lily again and she changed her whole life, then that would be good. Of course, we don't know what's happened to Lily, and we don't know that we'll ever see her again, so there's no way to tell, but yeah, I remember when I was playing that, I was at least I feel I can try and give Lily a chance, and then she fucked us over, didn't she? I mean, I don't know if I could forgive Jane for that, for what she did, because that was pretty fucked up. At least it would take some time to be able to forgive her for that. But as it goes with forgiving people for super fucked up shit, they need to... You can't just say sorry. I really hated it when she said, "You have to forgive me." I don't have to do shit, I think that being able to forgive someone is a process, and part of it is that you, if you're seeking someone's forgiveness, you need to actually prove that you can, after you've broken their trust, you actually need to prove that you can be trusted again. because trust is something that's earned. So you can't just break someone's trust and then be like, you have to forgive me. No, you have to earn their trust back, right? That's how it goes. It's a process. Whether or not Jane could live up to that process, I don't know. When it was like, oh, he's so much better now when we found him again, it was like, this can only go badly for real. Yeah, but when we met Kenny again the first time, I really was like, oh, he seems like different. That's great. Like, maybe he's changed his life and that would be awesome. I'd be happy for him. But no. Jane could kind of get better, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Everyone deserves a chance, right? I know that Kenny admits he has a problem if you let him kill Jane, and he says he's trying to change, but something broke inside of him. That's good. I mean, it's good to know that you have a problem, but it's a bit intense for it to take that much to be able to admit you have a problem. And then it's just a matter of, like, you know, if Kenny lives through it and you see him in season 3 or whatever, like, is he actually ready to make a change? Like, is that something that he actually does? But there's only one way to find out, right? Okay, I think I need a drink. Need to hydrate. Sorry, that was redeemed a while ago, Beast Bones. And I don't think I acknowledged it at the time. I'm very sorry. I'm hydrating now. Ugh, a lot of yapping. Makes you thirsty. Okay, let's review our choices. Selflessness, protected the baby. You and 58.6% of players protected the baby. I didn't even realize that there was another option. I was looking at the baby. I was like, go into the baby. Risk, went to help Luke. You and 33.3% of players tried to help Luke. Yeah, I don't know if it was the smartest thing to do, but that's what I did, and I don't necessarily regret it. Loyalty, asked to leave with Mike. You and 80.9% of players didn't ask to leave with Mike. And it's not even because I like Kenny, right? It's just because I thought that they were doing the wrong thing. You know, robbing everyone, sneaking out in the middle of the night, abandoning a baby and a child. That's wrong. That is... I feel comfortable with categorically saying that that's wrong, whatever their intentions were. Whatever Kenny did, I was wrong. They shouldn't have done that. And then they shot Clementine, cherry on top. Survivalism, shot Kenny. You and 50.9% of players shot Kenny. That's really split, which is interesting. Because the loyalty is, like, really skewed. I think a lot of people feel like what Mike and Bonnie and Arvo did was fucked. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's because they did it for Kenny. So it's interesting to frame it as loyalty. Loyalty to who? Loyalty to what? 'Cause for me, it wasn't necessarily loyalty to Kenny individually, but it was loyalty to, like, the collective. Like, collective responsibility, you know? And then by contrast, like, people were really split on shooting Kenny or letting him kill Jane, which is really interesting. In the end, who are you with? Friendship. You and 21.4% of players are with Jane and the family. Interesting. And that split is between more than 2 things, I imagine. So there's like 3 to 4 different endings. Go with Jane, go by yourself and leave Jane. Go with Kenny, or choose Kenny? Do you mean leave Kenny? I'm not sure what that last one means. That's interesting though, because I remember wondering if, like, in the first season your decisions affected whether or not you end up with Omid and Krista at the beginning of this season. because when I was playing as Lee, I told Clementine to go find Omid and Krista. And there are a lot of things that affect that last episode, like who goes with you and stuff. So Kenny may or may not be with you, and Ben may or may not be with you, and etc. So I've been wondering how many endings there are and how much of an impact that has on for season 1 as well. I haven't looked into that yet. But yeah, this is interesting. So 3 to 4 different endings here. You let him kill Jane, but you leave him. Yeah, I mean, I think that if I had chosen to if I had not shot Kenny, I would have still left him, personally. I think that's what I would have gone with. With Jane, it was happening really fast, and I was really like, I really didn't know what to do in that, like whether to leave her or not. I think that even though what she did was super fucked up, I'm fine with what happened because our odds are better together. And, like, yeah, we're gonna have trust issues and stuff, for sure, but that's something that can be worked through. I don't think that, like, going on my own into the wilderness with a, like, baby is a great idea. Just in general. Like, we need people to survive, right? But with Kenny, it's severe enough that I would have left him. Like, that's how badly that relationship was damaged for me. Which is saying something, because there's a lot that I would put up with in this scenario to, like, maintain these relationships and maintain the collective. Okay, that was it. That was The Walking Dead Season 2. That was it. Once again, I am gonna turn down the volume for a minute there because I don't know if this is copyrighted music or not during these credits. Whew. Yeah, that was a fucking roller coaster. That was a fucking roller coaster. I'm also wondering, if you leave with Kenny, where do you go? Do you go to this Wellington place, I'm assuming? And if you leave on your own, where do you go? Like, where would Clementine go on her own without anyone's, like... Without anyone's, like, ideas to follow, you know what I mean? God. This is actually not copyrighted music. This is the Walking Dead theme music from the games, so I'm gonna turn it back up a little bit because it's playing that motif that every time it played in season 1 made me want to cry. It just makes me think of Lee now, this, like, musical motif, so... Oh god, how are you guys doing? What did you think of everything that went down? Especially for the people who've never seen or played this before. Staying with Kenny is the most emotional ending. Fair enough. I don't know. I think that probably depends on a lot of factors. I'll be curious to see the other endings. Oh god, yeah, this score, it gets me. Yeah, they really popped off with this. I hear this, like, motif and I'm like... I don't know what that noise was. Holding back tears. Oh brother. I just keep, like, breathing deeply. It's just a very heavy feeling. It was just very heavy. It's very, very heavy, wasn't it? Fuck. What more is there to say? I'm gonna spend, like, 10 years processing this. So, there's that. Probably just end up doing what I do with Life is Strange and writing a bunch of video essays on this to process what happened.